Hello and welcome traders at this Bitcoin technical analysis video. So we are witnessing extreme volatility on Bitcoin, which is bringing us, large opportunities for many trades. This volatility will definitely not stay with us forever, because now we have so many risk events for the Bitcoin. So market participants are trying to, getting position. We also have big spot selling from Mt. Gox and German government, adding to the volatility. We also broke down from the higher time frame range, so a lot of this is like really full mix for the Bitcoin to do this kind of volatility. You need to respect the money management. In today's video, I want to show you how I was trading past few days. We will be starting from my weekend short, which I literally nailed at the top. I'll be showing you why, what was my thinking behind it. People can show you take profit, stop loss and entry, but that's nothing, why you take the trade, what was the context for the trade. That's everything. And also showing live examples when we trade together in the group. That's what matters, because that really teaches you why you are taking the trade. What's the reasoning? Also look at the volatility index. Absolutely crazy. Just weekend we had even weekend we were above 2. You see these markings, these lines above 2 is actually good for scalping. Now we are above, like close to 4.5. That's absolutely crazy. Like historical volatility is at max. These periods, these are not normal conditions for Bitcoin. So this is now time to trade. We have many people who went for holiday in the group, like over 50% of the group. There is zero chance I would go for holiday now, because times like now are earning for my future holidays. So very simple. I'm here and I will be trading it. You can learn a lot from this video, so pay attention to it, please. It could be long again, but I cannot skip anything from this educational video. Also, if you remember in my last video, I was mentioning I'm taking head short, and I also said no financial advice, just education and entertainment. And I said I will be holding head short because Bitcoin has a lot of risks ahead. So when Mt. Gox moved, so let's start with the news. So let's go to 5-minute time frame. This is when Mt. Gox actually first time moved the coins. So market was responding as I estimated in my latest video, and I was preparing traders in a group like for this reaction for a long time. My expectations were when Mt. Gox moves the coins, there will be 5 to 10% move. So was I right? 5% at least, so 6% move. I was expecting even larger magnitude move, but order book stabilized us. That's perfectly fine. I will keep this area highlighted so you can see reaction. I will not be discussing how we were taking longs here. That was covered in the group but all I can tell you, I was getting long exactly from this point here, bottom of the range, and I was starting the trade as a scalp, because there was peak fear in the market. Most of the market participants were actually waiting for market to push to the downside, to take out the low, to take swing failure pattern. But I was already seeing, I think we had spot, bullish spot CVD there. Also the books were supporting. But yes, this position here, I started only on one account. This is very rare. I usually have two entries. I do dual trading when I know there is potential for day trade. But from this, no. I started this as a scalp. There was take profit 1 on this local range rotation, and then I let it run. I let it run as the weekend was coming in. Also notice one thing, this is good tip for you in the future. I think our traders know that, but it should be easy for you to know that as well. This was the news event, so market was falling down heavily on Mt. Gox moving coins. A lot of people were taking shorts here with the news. So this is the fresh money, fresh greedy money with high leverage. So if you recover, this is the initial point of selling on the news event. This applies to any news event in the world. If you recover this, it's for you, it's sign of strength. And you also know if you go beyond this point, people will have stop losses behind. Most people, yes, of course, there will be stop losses behind this high as well. But there will be already, you see those wicks here, these people are getting already liquidated. If you pull up liquidations tools, you will see people are getting already destroyed here. So But this also gave you opportunity, because now most of these people got stopped out, and it's giving you opportunity to fill your much larger position long as an institutional trader, for example. So yeah, this was nice reaction. Also, if you start pushing beyond these highs, it will be very evident, because some people will have stop losses behind this high and also behind here, and also spread it here. So if market wants to definitely destroy all the hot capital, all the fresh leverage, it's gonna be pushing much higher, and that's what we did. Now let's have a look how I took the weekend short and what was the reasoning behind. Okay, so we can delete this one, and now let's start with the proper trading here. So here is the weekend. We can scroll a bit to the upside, and here we are. Yesterday, so Sunday, because I don't trade over the weekends, it's best time to be spent with family and friends or just outside. But you know, this is exception, because I was home and was already like middle of the night, so ideal conditions. So I said I took weekend short at 58,400. Not much time to trade over the weekend as the weather is so nice, but market was nice on this trade. First time I'm seeing bearish absorptions, spot absorptions. Also nicely exhaustive spike into the highs, both perpetuals and spot. Longs from highs are getting pushed out, filling my take profit one. Here was the our CVD template at the time. So there was like final push to the upside. This was like the largest volume spike as we were pushing to the upside. This is telling you most of the market participants are getting like truly stopped out in these moves to the upside, both delta from perps and spot, very high numbers. Now markets is starting to go to the downtrend. Yes, I was already very aggressively positioning here. I'm seeing another big buyers on a spot market, not small amounts, but you see they're creating the bearish CVD on spot market, the blue line. Yes, the blue line is actually higher than the high, but the price is not. Price is getting absorbed. I really saw these big absorptions. Now I was really happy to see that, because this was additional confluence for my trade to stay. The large capital was already absorbing anyone pushing to the highs and protecting their entries. Into the highs, we also had the pretty large longs. That's the thing. You will see that multiple times today. People, they usually FOMO at the end of the move. The largest open interest increase is happening at the end of the move. And that's pretty sad to witness, because in the end, these people are getting punished. So big longs into the highs. All it needs is like smaller pullback for the market, and these people are already getting destroyed. Why so easy and why so fast? Very likely over leveraged, or they just don't like, they have like tied risk and they just close position immediately. But yeah, you can see if they are like destroyed on the liquidations templates. Yes. Okay, so let's go further. I'm also telling traders, in case we push further to the upside, I will be looking for swing failure pattern of these two highs. It never happened. We also had the if case market push to the upside, we had at 59,000. We had really decent order books, limit orders, which will be absorbing any new buyers. But 60k also got really like massively protected, hundreds of millions protecting like on all exchanges in the world. So very, very big resistance is going to be also in the future. Market was telling us already on Sunday, it's very likely like that. If you reclaim that, it's gonna spread further short squeeze. So, but on the first touch, it should be very heavy resistance. Here was my main thinking process why I was taking the weekend short. Market is bouncing on low volume over the weekend as Coinbase ETF participants are unable to sell. So you see Coinbase out of the game. German government is unable to sell, and very likely first entities which received Mt. Gox funds didn't even hit the market yet. So I therefore look on good reward ratio shorts the more we increase into these stronger resistance areas, as Bitcoin still has fundamental risks ahead to be digested. Okay, where did I set this? I set this over here, so we can go over here. We will be hiding this, and I will be just showing you visually how like oops, we need this one. Tight stop loss for this trade. Yes, like this. So this was the weekend short. So you see, this is how you build accounts. I already showed you my contextual thinking. 6% move to the downside, stop loss, 0.40%. This is reward ratio more than 10 to 1. How can I be losing long term on my accounts if I'm taking such good reward ratio trades? Impossible, right? But you can still fail with the premature take profits, or like too soon, you take profit too soon. But with me, when I post how I take the trades, where I'm taking profit, everything. So yes, this was the weekend short. My analysis was very clear. This was like relief bounce, really. Yes. And over the weekend, you know what is happening over the weekend. Yeah. So we can turn on the, where are you, CME gap. Yes, here we are. Market is closing over here. Anything what happens from this point is deviation. It's just weekend trading. It's just weekend liquidity without many institutional participants. We are missing CME trading. CME is actually making huge volumes currently. There is second largest open interest build up on CME, and CME trades only during work days. Yes, during the weekend they are closed. So you see massive deviations. Just retail is buying because they thought, okay, it's now cheap Bitcoin, so we need to buy it. But you know what happened in the end? We actually gave back all of those weekend gains. Once we opened, there was very little CME gap and market went further down. Why market went further down? We actually, destroyed all these people who were longing since the weekend. Also Friday, they were destroyed. Their liquidity was taken. They got stopped out. They got, liquidated, but smart traders were filling orders. We will see them in the order books a bit later. So let's go further down. And yes, of course, we just don't do, there is 20% of trading is technical analysis, price action, but the rest of it is order flow. What was order flow telling us? So let's go. We need to go for TRDR, main order books templates, 50 minutes. Okay, 50 minutes is fine. So we knew blue bands at Friday, huge win rate chance for such trade when we have 4 times longs than shorts in the order books. And this is happening globally on all exchanges in the world. So smart capital is bidding heavily here. This is statistical bounce, but what we are seeing currently at the weekend, we are now hitting massive resistances in the order books. Okay, how do you see them in the visual form? This is how do you see them. So we need to go back into history, and market started to come into the heavy resistance areas, 59,000 and also 60k getting protected. Yeah, so you need more and more volume to push to the upside. This is how exhaustion is happening. Yeah, because we have multiple types of exhaustion. This is one of the exhaustion. Like you spent, like all these buyers here who are buying since Friday, they spent all the ammunition for buying that there is no buyer left. Okay, you need even much more volume than you used on the Friday. Do you see the order books here? Look at the order books. Yes, at the lows we had some limit orders getting filled, but the second portion during the weekend was happening on low volume and very limited walls in the order books. So now this was pretty easy to push into this point, but you need big volumes to push higher, as also spot market was had some nice resistances there as well. So yes, market in the end started to take profit. As you know, I took profit from my Friday long. I took nice profits. That's what many people took. So the initial move to the downside was profit taking. Yes, and then it started, like proper declines, fresh sellers coming in. So really fantastic trade, yes. Yeah, and you see I'm saying exactly. I'm also aware when I'm taking the short, I'm aware of the, CME gap. Here is the commentary later. Market gave up 50% of the weekend gains. We can see why we need to pay attention to weekend price action. If deviation grows too large, it acts as a nice confluence for your trade. My scalp short becomes intraday short. I will see what we do on CME open, if we go for the gap fill or not. Okay, so but before we saw CME getting into the play on the Sunday night, we actually were already closing the CME deviation gap. And also the order books were changing character. Okay, so we were pushing to the downside. Now new limit orders were added into the order books. So that was really great sign, because now we know that we got protection for our orders. Okay, you are short here or short here, and you got another like more walls protecting you. It also shows you interest. Someone wants to fill more shorts. So fantastic. Changing the character in the order books, very, very, very good. So also I'm posting yesterday, so still is the weekend, but we already see market gave up a lot of weekend gains. Key liquidity to watch below. If you manage to take it out, you will destroy all those people logging over the weekend, and can offer a really good long opportunities. So we know if we want to stop out most people during the weekend, you will be taking this liquidity node 55,600, all like these two lows as well. Why we were actually stopping here, this was also another take profit area for you. We had daily naked point of control here. And also in this a bit earlier I said I'm seeing a really decent spot demand on the Binance here at 55,700. Yes, so the spot buyers were exactly right at the daily naked point of control, giving us nice mounts. If you wanted scalp, you got the scalp, you got really nice take profit. You also earn for your stop loss, because later market moved to the downside, but you easily earn for your, like you would be stopped out in a profit. That's what matters. Yes, now we are finally closing the CME gap. Beauty. Here was the, yeah, those are big trades. Oh, crazy, you know. I'm really happy because I can help, from these trades I'm helping family and, making wife happy, because as my wife is really patient with me. You need good wife or any partner alongside with you. It needs to be supportive for your trading. Like, she understands when I'm busy, like all day I'm just closed in a trading room and I'm just trading. Yeah, she knows when the volatility is low, I will be there for her. We can go to beach, we can go to holiday, we can go to anywhere. But if market is really great for trades, I'm taking the trades. This is very different conditions for trading than you have when you have 1% range and you just range and you wait forever to hit take profit one. No, you need to trade this. This is like fastest. These are the best opportunities for you to learn. If you know, like already from us, these order flow, analysis and other tools. Let's go further. So we are seeing order book support as well. So market actually started falling heavily after after CME went down. I will not be going over this scalp. Our traders know exactly what was happening here. We were taking some nice scalps, like nice long scalp. So I'm already saying market is now in the main high volume node of the range, golden zone. I'm watching that, but I also know, like this is the first area I'm looking for trade. If order flow gives me no blessing, I will not take the trade. That's what exactly happens here. We had like big move to the downside for the rest of the liquidity. If you open the liquidity, of course we need to do that. Let's go here. So here in this node, you are stopping out weekend traders. Most of the weekend traders is out, and those who had better money management but also earlier longs will have another node here. So if you start going down, you will be watching this node. Look what happened. So you took both liquidity nodes. Now there is very limited liquidity to go down. Like you destroyed 95% of the people already, and market literally exhausted himself. So another liquidity node is definitely serving as another confluence for you to look for trades. There was big battle at the lows. I'll be showing you what I was seeing. Yes. Look at that. So 54,350 long. This is 5x leverage. So this is maximum leverage I use. A lot of money put at stake. If I would lose this trade, I would lose literally thousands of dollars. Okay, so massive, massive leverage here. Market literally hit last high volume node before the lows would be hit. So we know we are at the end of the liquidity. Now we need to go to Exocharts, because you can see what was defended here. Yes. So this was the London session. A very large volume actually traded here, and we also trapped a lot of shorts. Yeah. So when you check the Exocharts, we had some really nice trapped shorts here. So people were needed to like exit their positions as well. So they were definitely helping with the bounce. The reaction there was to the dollar actually. Yeah. So the point of control holding, but you also view this as an area. So it's not only point of control, but the whole area yes, down to 54,181, got, you know, is like your really the best chance to look for longs. Like this is offering the best reward ratio. Lose this area and you will very likely go for this low, and ultimately for this low. These are lows close together, so if market moves here, it's gonna cascade, it's gonna cause more stop losses to be hit and very likely take you into the major low which was put after the news event. So you work with the high volume nodes, yes, you avoid low volume nodes like this one. This is very little support. This was holding us as well. Let me go further because I was managing big positions, so posting a bit later. So again, yet again, order books rotation completed. So let me show you. We can go back into the TRDR. TRDR is a big portion of our trading. So right now, as we are at the lows, order books yet again, hundreds of millions on the buy side are ready to absorb traders, and people don't even let market fall into these orders. They start to take profit here. So you also had the shorts who were taking the shorts over the weekend were profit taking here. So because most of the best moves are happening when one side of the market is taking profit and the other side is aggressively pushing with the new orders are open, interest rising. So both of these forces were present here and giving us this max, you know, for me it was the really big trade. The low itself was not so strong, I said, but it's not that often. I tell you, rather a 5x trade, as those are the highest win rate trades. I hope those who do not sleep are enjoying profits. Most of the group actually sleeps in during Asia session, but my sleep routine is actually I'm like traveler between sessions. I woke up on alerts, you know, when market is in high volatility. So I also look at that. Everything there is very limited inside trading in our group. Most of the steps I'm giving, well, before they happen or as they were happening. So I also booked weekend short, also large profit booked. I estimated weekend pump correctly, and the key risk factors for the Bitcoin played out, and we found ourselves almost at the lows. So this short, I just showed you here. I need to turn it all back. Actually here, so I said this was the major take profit. I think I left like 20% only, yes, like that. And I'm getting positioned into the day trade long. We can be actually marking it, so you see it's always better to see for you visually when, again, tight stop loss here, because I don't need to have like stop loss behind this low. I would rather re-enter at the positions because I know there is also very limited support here once this high volume node is lost. Stop loss be, you know, just behind the high volume node. Now with this trade, I'm definitely aiming for larger rotations, at least above these highs, because this was inefficient move to the downside. Very limited resistance in the move here. You know, Bitcoin. I actually went to sleep, yes, here after this trade. So you will see that I was waking up into the nice take profit. Also, in Orderflow, yes, Exocharts was very helpful for execution. My entry was actually already here, yes. And the low was actually never taken on, like it was taken like few dollars, but my stop loss was wider. I never put like a few dollars stop loss. This was very exhaustive already, a very exhaustive big move to the downside. It was like big delta on spot and on spot and perpetuals. Massive absorptions were occurring. We can go into the Exocharts again. You will see those absorptions here. So we need to zoom out. Very clear defense of the, you know, a bit higher. Yes. So the low itself was not so strong, but the prior absorptions were pretty crazy. 24 million wall got filled here, 30 million over here. So main delta absorptions were occurring above a bit higher. So that was great. So this was how I was taking the, you know, this was scalp trade, yes. Take profit 2 on scalp was already reached, 55,000, but also I got the, you know, day trade positioned, so day trade was aiming for much higher moves. You know, scalp brought fast profit, and the day trade needed time to play out. 421, so these are lows defended. So market was trying one more move to the downside. Do I have this on a 50-minute time frame? The candle was developing. Yes, you need to see that live. Let me show you here. So yeah, we got another move to the downside. Market was trying to push, but look at those absorptions. Huge sellers. You actually had the chance to add to your trade as well. Even if you were a scalper, if you saw such massive absorptions, easy peasy. If market traps these people, it's gonna moving like super aggressively to the upside. And you also know, if we zoom this picture in, there is very large entity absorbing at the 54,550. Yes, look at this, very big defense. So the guy, yes, was also protecting his entries, and yeah, in the end it became the final bottom before I went to sleep, and that's what played out. Now I was sleeping, traders were posting a bit, they were watching this. Our other teacher also took the long. He was just waking up on a sleep and back bent. Went back into the sleep, and look at the trade played out beautifully. So another major big winner when I was waking up into the to the nice profits. Another big winner behind me. These two trades alone earned me for 20 bad trades in the row. So if that alone changes how you trade. It's boosting your confidence. Yes, your psychology is not weakened, because if you really need those big winner trades. Yes. Let me show you something. So I was posting here. I don't do that often. Moneyshots. We go down. So you can check this on our Discord. You can pause the video and read why I was posting this. Most people in the world, like some people post these screenshots. Yes, I don't believe them, because they can be trading with few dollars. I rather post what I really trade with equity. You can see how my scalping is going. Good scalp is usually like 500 to 1,000 for me, and day trades, they can be multiple $1,000s if it's really nice day trade. And on if it's becoming large scale swing trade, it can be 10,000 and more. This is more than enough for me to, as a trader, more than enough. And accounts are still growing, so it's going well. And this is showing you very clear difference. So scalps are like this, but if big day trade is playing out, it's gonna, like, even intensive scalping can be beaten by the big day trade you are taking. If you trade one account only, this is very bad for your trading, because you will be always in conflict with yourself. You are maybe taking, because you saw me, I was taking already scalp short, yes, here, and I was taking profit 2 here on a scalp trade, or it was here, I don't know. I mean, we can go back. I was taking take profit 2, but day trade account had just one take profit, and the rest of the take profits were taking when I was waking up. This is why, because the trade has potential for this big move to the upside. Why the trade has such potential? Very simple. You are at the bottom of the range, so of course your potential is gonna be from the range extremes, because you can be in this violent range. I was predicting we will actually be in this $4,000 range. Once you reclaim the val, yes, you will be aiming for another range rotations. What happened here? Another big range rotation. Market now taking big profit. This can be happening on 1 minute time frame or daily time frame. I don't care. Same thing is happening. Auction market theory is king. So you see, I was aiming for the full range rotation in the end, and the trade was much big winner. So don't trade just one account, because you will be always in conflict in yourself. You might be taking profits too soon. You need one account which is full focus on the intraday and day trades. Intraday is just trade within 1 day. And day trade is like you can hold trade multiple hours or multiple days, okay? If it's longer, then it's swing trade. But yeah, it's showing you need to use those two accounts, and it just pays off. Okay, let's return back. We go down. Yes, here. So here we are. We are at the top of the range. One thing I missed. So let me hide this range. Oh, okay, we can keep the range. Why not? Because I woke up later. So one thing I missed, it was the short from this wick. I was missing the short of the wick, but I was seeing the reaction. And I was taking take profit 2 on a day trade long. So I took a lot of profit I left myself 25% only after longing here, so not much was left to the market. I of course leaving part of the positions even after take profit too, because if you reclaim VAH, you can start pushing to much higher levels. Yeah, so I usually don't close trade. I usually don't close trades fully. I'm always keeping some of the portion. Sometimes the last portion of the trade, even after 2 take profits, you can't lose anything. You can only gain. Makes most of the money. Sometimes it happens, yeah, but you know, you need good trending conditions. For now we are just ranging. So I was also posting why actually market is in such heavy resistance regions. So we can turn off this, we can remove this one. We go back into the chart, CME gap, buy. Anchored VWAPs, still very heavy resistance for us. Look at that. So we started watching 2 anchor VWAPs because we had 2 nice highs together. You see, once market was tracking the performance and watching where it was. First rejection, second rejection over here, and now from that moment the anchor VWAP is recharging. It was not tested for a long time, and what we are seeing, finally market is catching up to it, but you know, after long time untested anchor VWAPs is the, you know, it's like strongest position. You see I had these 2 anchor VWAPs, so I viewed this as a zone, as a sell zone, so you could be positioning. That was also part of the confluence for my weekend short. And what market did, again, arrived into the zone and rejected. So another confluence for you, if you were around, you had extra confluence for your short. We also had naked daily there, so it was 1 day ago daily open there, got rejected. It is pivotal naked daily because, you know, if you reclaim this, you open row to much higher levels. But the market was rejection. So you see, you had a lot of reasons to actually take the short, but I was sleeping, yeah, but I took profit a bit later. Also order books, yet again, bearish pressure. Now the pressure on order books is higher. We can go back to TRDR. Why is higher? Because you are now seeing double bands. You are seeing bands from the medium time frame, so position limits from higher levels, 60k, and also the very aggressive intraday short positions in the order books. So you have double bands. It's like you also had double bands here, yeah, but now it's more sustained and prolonged. So there is even more pressure, you know, on the sell side. Yeah, you see, it's a bit more compared to this. Okay, let's go further down. Because now it's all about these trade ideas to be pulled. We also saw, you know, big aggregated delta. So here we reached 2 billion threshold. 2 billion threshold gave us big intraday bounce, 6% plus. Now we reach 1 billion and 1 billion here. So the sellers, you know, the sellers into the lows already, like most of them got destroyed. They got rebuy positions, same delta threshold. But now if you go to the downside, you will be also looking for same thresholds to be reached, or at least the middle of it. But you know, this trade played out nicely, additional confluence for us. And also in the end market, like, look at that. So this is the thing. Yes, I don't understand, you know, I understand why it's happening, but you know, it's just 90% of market is like this. So you are getting mega pump, yeah, you're getting mega pump. Let's zoom out here. So market, so people are really, look at the open interest. The open interest goes sideways here. People are in big fear to actually long here. You are now having changed the market structure. I gave you reasoning why I was longing here, so we covered that. Yeah, we go to the upside. Now we start to see big moves. You know, volatility is over the roof. What is happening here? Look at the open interest. So look at this candle here. So leverage was not longing much over here, not here, but they arrived into the last candle. Look at the open interest decrease from 79,000 to 82, 3,000 Bitcoin going in. We are seeing how is the delta doing. So we see it's a lot of, look at the 24 million delta, 35 million delta, forced buyers as well. I don't even see the number here, is okay. So huge delta is coming in with open interest increase. This is showing you the retail, doesn't matter if it's retail, even big money can be dumped. Huge money are coming in into the highs, yes, I don't want to say it's too late, but based on our metrics, it was very late. Okay, very late to actually long here. Where you put stop loss, you go FOMO long 3000 bitcoins here. Where do you put stop loss? Yeah, here. Your reward ratio is destroyed. Yeah. So what market did, and I said that very clearly in the group, is very likely we will actually go down and destroy all these people who were longing here. Look at that, market started really downtrending and then a massive boof candle to the downside. All the delta who was leading to the upside now got squared out in this big delta move to the downside. What is it telling you? Open interest going down. These people getting destroyed. If you are in short here, I was taking short, I think somewhere here. You actually count on this. You will be destroying the open interest. Open interest round trips is a very common practice. I can show you my post here. Was like predicting future. So yeah, some people can tell you trading is casino, you can't predict the future. Actually, you can predict the future as much in the traditional markets, but I think I'm pretty certain we can predict future. We can know the odds, like 60 to 80% odds, what can happen on Bitcoin. Okay, and that's what was happening here. So here's my post in the general chat. So market is showing us today what reverse psychology in trading means. People are in fear getting positioned properly at lows, but they FOMO into highs with max leverage. Market already took down 50% of those people and is still on the hunt for the rest of them. So I said I still clearly expect more moves to the downside, because how do you hunt the open interest increase? You will be moving down and open interest increase will be decreasing, yeah? We already first moved to the downside, destroyed some of the people, but you still have a big chunk in the pump. Okay, so that's what was expected, and in the end, that's what happened. So let's go here. We also saw first bounce here. This was the main reasoning. Some limit sellers were filling position. Very likely these were new sellers. Market retested them as order flow support. This is happening also very often. We are seeing bounce from the point of control, but it's more bounces from high volume. Now you can take scalp from here, but never a day trade, because you as a trader avoid trades in the middle of the range, because your stop loss is just too large, both directions. So you need to wait for range extremes to the downside or to the upside. So only scalps here. Okay, so here is the post. So market was still, yes, so I presented one idea. I'm watching this low for swing failure pattern trade. If it is lost without swing failure pattern, we should get full delta round trip down to 56k, as there was limited support built in the latest impulse. So I'm seeing all those people look at the delta from perpetuals, much larger than spot. So we know the perpetuals outstretch the move to the down upside much larger magnitude than spot market. So if this low is lost without swing failure pattern, then it's very likely you will go at least to this point, 56,000, where the impulse started. Actually, it was over here, 55,600. And in the order books, we had double distribution day. This is actually pretty common in the traditional markets, where when you have such massive volatility, you create one big volume profile. It's like two sessions, like two volume profiles together. It's like guy with the big belly with tiny neck. So you are creating value here, you are creating volume here, and now single prints will be acting as no support area, because the move here was too quick. We had low volume now. You will be looking for supports from 58,300 and lower levels. Stock market was pushing up, Bitcoin was going sideways or even down, so it was very interesting. I was taking a trade already. That was one trade, one low was given, it was like 1%. Okay, so market now is in the full disarray mode. So yes, I need to show you on the chart. So we go here, 5-minute time frame. So the liquidity was taken. I can show you also how the liquidity played out today again. We need to zoom in a bit so you see the more aggressive nodes. So again, these are three nodes you are watching. This one, all of them were taken out. Here was the full liquidity reset. You just stopped out most of the people pushing since yesterday. And now I'm saying very transparently, Lovely took profit on short. Also, first long limits got hit at the local golden zone, more down. So I have spreaded limits orders down to 55,300. I had also insta take profit because the initial bounce was super quick. It was like 1 minute. This trade I was pretty confident we will find stability because it was the last area the bulls can defend before we take the major low. Also, my limits were partial limits, so I never go full size with the limit order because you need to wait for the confirmation. I just want to save a bit on fees when I'm like highly confident an area will be holding. So market was pushing to the downside. I feel the higher limits here, but I also took large market order in this week here. So market, why was market falling? This was fundamentals event. We can go back to see, aggregated template. We will be zooming here. So this was when actually the Germany dumped, because Germany is selling 17,000 bitcoins, I think, or 10,000 bitcoins. It's a big number today. They were dumping heavily on the market, so yeah, this was the fundamentals. Germany is still selling, so they sold all bitcoins to the market, and we absorbed them well. I think it was okay. There were multiple tweets. We can actually have a look. Mt. Gox. So here is the Germany. Yes, so we need to watch the 7 hours ago. Even further 8 hours. Yeah, they were, look at that. They were sending, thousands and thousands of bitcoins. Definitely 10,000 bitcoins were sold today. So that was the fundamental sell-off. And we also found, nice stability. So once they stopped the selling, we started to see hundreds of millions stabilization walls. They definitely put stability into the market, and they started protecting my entries as well. This is the change of character in order books we like to see. We also know when we go back to the Binance. Yes, look at that. We know we did full delta round trip I was mentioning earlier, and now all longs trapped at the top got stopped out. And why it's important? Because then market tends to bounce, because spot is buying in balance with your perpetuals, and you need really little, like you clear the order books as well, so you need very little volume to actually bounce. Yes, but these walls here were really essential, because without them I think we would actually crash even much larger. We could actually, like all these 3 lows we could be taking without those big walls. Market needed this order books change. Yes, this also added confluence to and confidence and confluence to my long. Yes, leverage 5x again on this trade, maximum opportunity times. I'm already hitting take profit mile. Make sure to be aware Asia lows too. Massive volatility. What else we could wish for? I told you all to lurk lower. I called. This is just insane. When you are in tune with market, then you call all these moves. So we have the long over here, actually short over here. Short like that, but a lot of traders were shorting here when I was sleeping. So you have short like this, and then you have new long. This is mainly focusing on like I had more scalps, but this is now this trade has potential to go higher, so I'll be showing it like that. But this is how you should be really effective as a day trader. Yeah, you can capture all those big moves. I just showed you what was my reasoning. Every trade has a strong context, and then it needs order flow blessing. So you see I was filling some limits. I also added the market order with the order flow. We had really big spot absorptions, 55,200. Market was showing us clear intention, like look here. So for example, I didn't want for market to go beyond this, yes, because the large trader needs to protect his entry here. and yet again we are getting full range rotation. So even if you don't know nothing about trading, nothing about order flow, nothing about price action, but you need to know about AMT, you need to know about these range rotations. You know, simple fact, if you just add AMT and you will be trading range extremes, you can improve your trading immediately. And this is the pose. This is the final trade I will be showing you. So once we started to go for the pullback. Equities were also going into the pullback. Also, Bitcoin still has many risks ahead. So look at Bitcoin, yeah. Even though with all those trades, if German government sells more Bitcoins today, it's very likely cause another move to the downside. Also, Mt. Gox, if they move the funds, it's gonna cause moves to the downside. So the best decision you can do is actually take some nice take profits on trades you take, and also hold some head short from higher. So this head short you could be adding here as well. If you had 20% left like me, you widen stop loss, but you are holding head short against the Bitcoin risks. And same thing over here, you had big moves to the downside. I already said to the group I'm taking take profit to here because you are reaching market structure resistance from the previous range. Yes, this one you are reaching this. You feel the inefficiency, like the easiest move was done because this was inefficient selling, forced selling from the spot market sellers, but now you feel them, so you also could be taking short here. And date trade has to take profits already, so you need to be really, this market can round trip you very easily, so you need to take what is giving you. So final thing of today, so we were going on a pullback. I'm seeing the big walls got pulled, but they still show me where institutional interest is lying, and they are still interested to, they can hide the walls and they can go with market order. So they showed me there is area of interest, they like it there. That was one thing. And on the pullback also we went into the last high volume node. Yes, a lot of sellers in it actually. So if you go beyond 55,200, yes, the big seller I was showing you, the massive absorption, if you go beyond, then you will be very likely taking out today's low. Yeah, so that was expected, but you hold this. So if you look for pullback, you definitely need to hold this area. It's that simple. Yeah. So we were then pushing to the upside. So market, this was the daily open and daily VWAP. A lot of market participants were actually pushing here, unable to breach price to the, like, take price higher. 45 minutes they were trying. Let me show you here. What's happening here? So I had more take profits, and they finally breached to the upside, but it took a lot of trying. So this is not what I want to see, because they later can be stopped out, these people. So look at that beauty. Let me check how long is the video. 47 minutes. Okay, that's fine. So I showed you all of my trades. Really great trading, I think, of what I had for the past few weeks. These were major winners. We can have a look on Bitcoin, how is Bitcoin standing currently. But as said, we have so many risk events. We also have CPI news, which will be affecting global markets. If Mt. Gox moves the assets, this will move Bitcoin down. German government moving and selling. Yes, they still have like half of the Bitcoin left to be sold. They also can send Bitcoin down, but we can still have a look on Bitcoin, what we can expect from it next. Let me start with the technical analysis. So market structure levels, we go to 1 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame actually, because this is now, so you know what to look for. We go now with the technical analysis, and after this we can go to order flow, and then I will be selling the video as always. So we are currently, look at that, those two market structures. In the past they were significant supports, yes, these market structures, and now both of them are becoming resistant. So if you want to actually start even thinking about accepting into this range, you need to trade above this market structure, and you need to reclaim this one. Okay. Also, if you are taking low, you know there could be very bearish retests of this market structure. So also it acts as a confluence for your trades to take profit and also to look for short. So I'm definitely paying attention. Do you see the cascading move to the downside without stopping? Yes. What's the reason? Because I have no market structure here. This was no support area. This was the inefficiency, very little support here. Market front run the proper market structure from this smaller range. We have 12-day range here, so I expect price will be bouncing from when we will be rotating this range again. We can now turn on to the range. Also, even if Bitcoin reclaims the most immediate market structures I marked here, this is still huge area of market structure resistance, so Bitcoin actually needs to like reclaim this as a whole. 61k needs to be reclaimed, and then you can move for this high. Yeah, and it's also likely, even if you push here, we can still put in a range in like reject 60,500, put range, then go down, or there will be decision push to the upside. So consolidation is expected. This is big resistance still. If you reclaim, you open road. If you will be long from here, you can start thinking about swing trade when you reclaim this. Boom. Okay, market structure, we will be cleaning this one. So let's have a look on AMT. This is how AMT looks like. So you see the big val, that's why it's also resistance. That's why I showed you this is not only market structure, but top of it is the AMT resistance. You have 5x val here, 6-day val, the most immediate, so a lot of resistance here. So if you reclaim again 60,700, you open road to rotate the small range and then the 5x range. And of course you need to reclaim high volume as a point of controls, which are now big resistance. Even here, look at this. There was 5x point of control. This was my head short here, 64,800. That was big retest. After losing 4-month val and for 5x val, Bitcoin was super bearish. Yes, super simple for you. So below us, we are looking to trade this range. This is not higher time frame support. This is just 12-day range. So market is very likely find some support here. Definitely the 12-day point of control we watch with the val area for first bounce. If you fail, if you fall out of this range, we have the curved lows here. 1, 2, 3. This is curved liquidity, which is very easy to be taken. So in the future, if you lose val, you will look for swing failure pattern into the previous range point of control and boom, up. That's another scenario you will be watching. Let's continue. High volume nodes. High volume nodes. I need to redraw charts because these two high volume nodes were spent. You see we found support in this one day one. This will be deleted. We still have also, like for the scalps, we will have rejections here very likely, and you see 6-day high volume nodes. So not only point of control is waiting here, but you also have two high volume nodes acting waiting as resistance above. Anchor VWAPs, very important. We can zoom in first, so you see the smaller time frame. So for you, the most important anchor VWAPs are from the recent impulse to the downside. If you manage to reclaim this, of course, you will be, so market is still, look at that. So we have the big move to the downside, higher. Market is pushing higher. It's now putting higher low, yes, but it's still higher high, lower high as well. So you need to change this. So from this point you need to go like this, so you negate the it's not even medium time frame, it's like the day trade downtrend. Yeah, so you need to do this. So you need to reclaim the anchor VWAP state. That's why also the bears are defending the anchor VWAPs, because they are securing power for their downtrend, but they can be taken out in the future. So now you have highs close together, so there will be liquidity above. Super simple. And for your the bias, of course, we are watching. So from the main low, we have the anchor VWAP pull. It's serving as a bias. So you trade above, the market is looking great, uptrend is holding. Lose it, yeah. So think like here, there was retest. Market bulls were fighting to hold it, lost. Once lost, big moves to the downside. Reclaim, big moves to the upside. Yeah, so it's like a bias tool. Now lost, another move to the downside, but market now, this is what I don't like. Now this VWAP, still I will pay attention to it. Yes, we are trying to hold above, but we are starting to be very choppy around it. So we need to move higher from it again, so it serves better for my bias. Now it's too choppy, but yes, encouraging sign for my longs here and here when I was adding. At least it's holding, yeah, but It was better when it was like this a bit earlier. Order blocks. So order blocks, this one shouldn't be here. That's why we also stopped at the top. We had the order block retest, pretty strong one, and now we have pivotal for our order block resistance with our 1 hour one. For our order blocks have highest win rate, so I always pay attention to them. And if we break lower, then we have the army of order blocks below us for multiple time frames. So we should see some stabilizations out of it. 1 hour time frame, balance zones. Not sure I want to. Let me check if there is. So this is the main pool. No, this is this one. We don't need to go over balance zones currently. I need to still update them a bit. Extensions, no. Key local levels. Key local levels got front run. So I was showing you market structure resistance, but it's also comprised from the precise exact levels. And yes, this whole area needs to be declined for more up. Then we have a few more key locals levels below us. Look how they are created. They are created from the range boundaries, okay? So we'll be watching that. There was nice front run here. Trap traders. Look at trap traders. When I mark them, high win rate. Trap traders here bounce. Trap traders here bounce. Trap traders here. Market was trying to. These people were escaping bounce. The more trap traders, this is going to be future support for us. We trap a lot of shorts actually here, so there will be very likely support from the 51,741 to 51,800. These people should be helping us. Look here, 8,000 bitcoins was coming in with open interest increase and more from the range, so that will be helpful. And let's go, so daily levels. Medium, like high time frame and curve up support still below. Maybe I forgot to check what VWAPs are below us. So you see we found support in the, so from higher time frames in this band. Those are VWAPs which were created. These are like bull market VWAPs actually, like full bull market from 26,000. Those are not like the major lows, but from 36k this is still significant. I'll be watching if we hold the bands, because each good VWAP gave reaction. This one, for example. So I'll be watching the next batch of the anchor VWAPs in the future trades. Market structure zones, no. Daily. Two naked dailies from the previous range. This one was traded. This will need update weekly. Naked weekly waiting at 51,770. Below. Monthly, nothing on monthly. Naked point of controls, these were traded, ignore them. Need to update, but we will have a lot of, look at those, many naked point of controls from the previous price action. So market will be very interesting from 47 to 51,000, 52,000. There will be a lot of trade opportunities. Yes, very likely. Yes, we will have cascading moves to the downside, but market will also slow down a bit in these regions, in my opinion. Composite naked point of controls, they are above. I need to map them below. This is my latest folder. Key market structure, these are from previous bull market. Market still pays attention to them well. This one, yeah, look at here, this one again. Formal liquidity was taken on a move down. We will need to be aware of this major liquidity from this range. We can go to higher time frames. So now we switch to 4-hour time frame. Symmetry, what's the symmetry? Okay, so we can actually, I can update it. In terms of symmetry, look at for the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin in the past, if we zoom out, I mean, if we zoom in, we usually had, so Bitcoin loves 20 to 25% pullbacks. Yeah, like this one, it loves to do that. 21. So this was the largest pullback in the 2023. Yes, exactly. 25,000, 26%. Look how much this pullback got, 26%. There is certainly symmetry in the pullbacks. Make sure to research this. I'm just showing you my data, but that's why we also bounced here, because market loves symmetry. So after 26%, market knew back in the 2023 it was the ultimate bottom. So a lot of value buyers, you know, they set limits 26% from the current you know, pullback, and they got fill. But if you go beyond, it will signal you this is going to be largest pullback Bitcoin had during the bull market. And if we go very, very like significantly into the past, look what happened in the past when we were in the bull market. So we also had big pullbacks, yes, 30 to 26%. It was nothing uncommon. But if Bitcoin broke down, this is like similar situation like in before, like we are ranging at the top for multiple months. Once Bitcoin broke down, it created a very big, and look at it, actually it coincided. So the breakdown was in the May, yes, and now we are also in the summer region, summer trading. So the big pullback for Bitcoin happened in the summer, and it was 51%. So just be aware of this symmetry, right? Because when Bitcoin truly stops doing 20-30% pullbacks, it goes for the big pullback, which is 50, it could be 50%. So I don't like such predictions, but I'm just showing you what happened in the past based on data. Higher time frame anchor VWAPs, the daily time frame. This is going to be like if you have free money and you really want to buy cheap Bitcoin, then from previous bull market, we reclaim all of these anchor VWAPs. Now this band is coming up 40,000 to 36,000. It is great value. So I definitely have below this low, for example, and around this low, I have some, how we call it, stinky bits. Yes, so I have some stinky bits in this, in case Bitcoin does really true big pullback. This is even from going from much, also it's in the 40k. So these are anchor VWAPs from 2019 and also the Corona low, March 2022. So you have high and like macro anchor VWAP support, 40k and there. How is the macro range looking? So this is daily time frame. So we are still fighting. 16-month val is still providing support, but once you lose it, you will start rotating this range. Your big support will definitely be coming at 47,600 from macro. It's even better visible here. So look at that. This is one of the pools market is tracking. So because you got impulsive move to the upside, you stopped here, so your pool is starting here. So this is your macro 4-year range. Macro high volume node is over here. This was providing, like, if you want to keep bull market intact and in the max bullish mode, you will be consolidating above the 4-year VAG and in the macro high volume node. Look at the support here, beautiful. This was just retest of the high volume node, push to the upside. Now market is choppy around the macro VAG, so we will see how this ends. But we know there are risks for the Bitcoin, so there will be needed a lot of absorptions for the Bitcoin. So be aware, very key level here. It's in the local inefficiency, but still can provide us with support. This needs to go, by the way, go like this. 47,210, and also the overall high volume node you'll be watching. Okay. And in case bear market, of course, I do not, I doubt Bitcoin will ever see. Of course, nothing is impossible in the market, but I would say Bitcoin has a good chance, like macro, to find macro bottom in case future bull market, like in case we go for much bigger pullbacks. Nobody is expecting that now, of course, but 26,000 is going to be huge level, and this market structure is support. Because if you move here from any bull market, you would destroy everyone who's buying the impulse. And those are best opportunities when you destroy everyone in the market. We do that every day on the daily time frames, on the 1 hour time frame and so on, but the same psychology applies to big time frames. So you destroy macro impulse, and there will be some stinky bits from many institutions here to buy cheap Bitcoin at 26,000. These are, you should really definitely have one like big limit here. Yeah, so they're just for the future. Of course, I still bull market. The market structure is intact. Yes, just saying. So market structures from the previous cycle, how are they doing? We can go to 4-hour time frame, so we see that better, and they are definitely doing well. Market is paying strong attention to previous market structure regions. That's how you crafted this range here. Bottom of the range was crafted out of the previous bull market as well. Now we hit first big macro structure. This is also why you created the small range here, and it's still should act as a support. And then we have next one at the 48,000 something. Look at that in the past, same thing, crazy. This is important to know. If you do high time frame move, you can't be just zoomed in and just watch this. You need to be aware of the macro picture. Macro Fibonacci's, so 0.236, the most aggressive one, provided us nice support, and we have the 51,602 coming in this here. Market filled a lot of weekly single prints, still one node to be filled in the future. Weekly fair value gap filled fully, so you see market don't like inefficiency. Every market in the world wants to be efficient, same Bitcoin wants the same thing. Balance zones, high time frame, so we broke the symmetry on balance zones a bit, but we are still, you know, even if we had weak, we are now holding, because look here, zoom in, zoom out. This is the Genesis range where we are getting the extensions, and once we started, you know, we need to turn off. Yes. .5. Yes, this is the main pool. This was the main range. So each time we did the extension to one of the original Genesis range. Yes, it's starting here. We found support in the 1.5 extension. Yes, this is the green area. Again, another push to the upside. We actually went into the 3.5 this time. So we found support in the 2.5. We found support over here to the dollar, and also market is choppy here, so it's still finding support. That's what is helping us. If we lose this area, then you start to look for 48,448 as another extension support, and ultimate support will be here 40k as in the past. Yeah, so this is high time frame balance zone. I'm giving you many levels and many things to think. Yeah. Many ideas to think. Macro channel, which was born out of the corona lows and into the bull market highs, we are approaching middle of that channel. Again, bottom of the channel for the current trajectory is like 26, 25. That's like a bear market, future bear market bottom for the Bitcoin, in case something bad happens. But yes, middle of the channel is coming up. Market is definitely watching this macro channel. You can see that over here. You know, I don't like geometry as much for intraday trading, but on the macro, I still like geometry. So this was big retest. So yes, we will see. It's like confluence for the swing failure pattern of this range and liquidity grab, boom up. That's macro channel. So technical analysis is done from my side. I gave you some ideas to the upside and to the downside, and we can have a look on Bitcoin from the Exocharts. Let's start with the scalping template. You know, these informations, even if I post video, might be outdated already, but market is going sideways, so it's not so bad. But I don't see nothing special. Longs and shorts going sideways. That's why we are chopping. I don't see any significant traders. I will need to you know, check other exchanges as well. Let's go further. How is the main TPO looking? So the double distribution profile got fixed. You know, we had big volume here, and we had single prints here. Now the volume is full, so range is this current today's range is getting more efficient finally. So very nice. For the, if you are long from here or long from here, you want to stay above the point of control of the range in high volume node, and definitely above the open. We can also merge these 4 sessions together to see the overall range. Yes, market is at a, you know, inflection point. It's very hard to take trades in the middle of the range, but once, like, if you are in the range, like if you are short here, you want to stay below the point of control and high volume node, and you want to see another rejection down. So it's gonna, it's gonna keep you in the short for longer. Reclaim, and some people actually take profit. Same thing here, you long here, and from here you want to reclaim high volume node, so it open roads to range rotation to the upside. VAG is currently here from TPO. Yes. And also the current low is nice, big buying tail. You don't want to start accepting into the buying tail. If you do so, if you take out all these lows together and you don't do swing failure pattern, by the way, I'll be aiming for that scenario. If you start accepting into buying tail, you'll put in danger whole week, and you can actually create new low and maybe new swing failure pattern. Session point of control. I don't use it here. Nothing, probably nothing we will be checking here. Let me check these templates. So all the naked point of controls from sessions were spent. This one is spent. All of those spent, everything spent. So we have no like immediate. So choppy range, I have no clear advantage in order flow here. I definitely don't play to trade this because I'm already positioned from both directions, unless I see change in momentum and exhaustive price action and so on. Open interest squared out, we went over that. How is the delta template doing today? Definitely good, because I was observing these signs in other accounts, in other tools. Very exhaustive lows here, and the market just choppy waits for more delta thresholds weekly. So more single prints to be filled. This is done. Weekly open, are we trading? Yes, because it's like daily open, we are trading about that. Very nice. If you go above these highs, then we have single prints to be filled and more to the upside. Monthly. Yes. Still outside previous month range. I need to reset profile. Nothing here. We can finish it with let's have a look on liquidity. So liquidity profile is currently looking like this. So yes. Oh, this is nice. So if you take out this low, you see the big liquidity starting much lower. So there could be large time frame swing failure pattern, high time frame swing failure pattern out of 52,600. Definitely watch this area. Even if no swing failure pattern, you can actually bounce and retest the low. Then you can reclaim and push to the upside. This will be sign of strength on, or you retest bearishly and you reject. So, but yeah, have alerts on this liquidity. Is definitely juicy, and to the upside. To the upside, look at that. We are building juicy liquidity. 1, 2, 3, 4 highs together. So shorts are also vulnerable if you start pushing behind the current high, and you can actually end up with the 15,400 taken. Then you will be looking for another trade. Order books very bearish probably there, so it could be nice. TRDR. Let's have a look on templates. Order books main. Currently I have no advantage from the order books. You see it's very choppy, so I got the advantage here, and very locally here. But yeah, no advantage for market. By the way, nice candle push to the upside. Still my long will be happy. Remaining long. How was the push to the downside from the delta perspective? I actually said that earlier in the video that I expect like 500 million, and it was reached on the delta. Very high. Yeah, nice. Market now needs to build more momentum, more open interest increase, and so on. Liquidation, so definitely they were juicy. 50 minute time frame. Nice liquidations, the lows. Also confluence for your trades. Shorts got destroyed on the move to the upside. Look at those big liquidations. 46 million and over a year. Wow. Aggregated open interest still heading down. Market is de-risking. Positions going down. CVD. Let's turn on all exchanges. Binance buying a bit finally, and also Coinbase. So the low today, the low we put today, got really strong bid from this bull market. That's why also I like the position as well. So both Coinbase and Binance are buying. The German government selling, so that's great. Market absorbed. You see, even if you dump 10,000, 20,000 bitcoins on a market, then if you have enough people who want to buy, no problem. Market, it gave us 3% move to the downside. You see, market can digest such big moves, such big 500 million selling. So current thresholds are neutral, so we don't get help from the order books in these areas. $52K massive wall to the downside, and 60K getting protected. You see immediately this is like visualizer. Yes, what I can see in Tradingdifferent, but it's a bit easier here just for the for the largest walls. And yeah, there was, so this is delta, so there was a lot of buying from this bull market in these regions. It was constantly rising, but nothing special here. How is the funding rate? Funding rate pretty much neutral. You see, when we had funding rate negative over here, we started to go at least for the nice bounce, like for scalp at least 1.6%, yeah, so it was more of an anomaly. Okay, traders, I think that's it from me. Very long video. I showed you how I was thinking, how I was trading context. If you want to learn trading, if you want to see this order flow execution in Exocharts and you know, more in-depth tutorials, educational modules, join our group and learn and trade with us. I don't know how long I will be trading like this, because you know, capital is growing from trading, so yes, I will not be here forever. So join us while I trade. You will not regret, and you will be fulfilling all your trading goals. Thank you for watching, traders, and I wish you good trading this week, and please be safe. It's going to be very volatile week. Bye.